My notifications is popping up. Let's get into this Rising Star game. Or is this All-Star game?
Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the NBA's Rising Stars Challenge. Always a great chance to see some of the top-tier young talent going head-to-head. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for the Stars. Freak, he's in at the point. AC is out there with Johnson. Then there's Towns, and it's Cherry in at the two-guard. And that one's good. Freak. You often hear athletes saying they do it for the fans, but with Freak, he really backs up his talk with his actions. And Clark, I've seen it firsthand. He's one of the more accessible and interactive NBA stars out there.
Yeah, I say he's walking the talk in that regard. I mean, he really looks out for his fans, appreciates them, respects them, understands them, engages with them. I think he's one of a kind in being sincere and genuine in looking after the fans.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge that it gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career. And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And here's McGee. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Embiid bounces high off the rim and drops. Embiid's got his first points in this one. And the Stars have possession. It's a 5-point game. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Russell. And that one's good. Freak.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And then Okafor slams it in.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Now here's Towns. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 2, and a wide-open look for Freak. From outside, off the mark. Leads trail by 6. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
Coach told me as much as he'd love to see some defense and good offensive sets, he knows that there won't be much of either in this one. He said the Rising Stars game is more about getting a look at all the young talent the NBA has to offer. Really, I'm just going to send them out to have some fun. Not a bad idea, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Now here's Freak. 14 points for him. Cherry's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's a completely new group for the elites. And some changes here for the Stars.
You know, the officials not giving the whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the court for the Stars. Freak in at point guard. AC is out there with Towns. Then it's Johnson, and it's Cherry in at the 2. Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And good, the three-point shot, good from Freak. And the Stars lead by 6.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's Freak after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Right wing, launches a 3. Cherry shot is good. He has 6.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Outside Russell, McGee a screen. Russell kicks to Okafor. Towns with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Freak with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Freak. Another 3 for the Stars.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Stars.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And the Stars leading by 12. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. Cherry. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. He's got 10.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And McGee kicks to Okafor. And stolen by Freak. Here's Johnson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Stars lead by 16.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Russell. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Now here's Freak. Back to Johnson from past the arc. And the Stars another 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to
So
it's
as we
not working.
But he keeps not letting me watch it. He keeps on loading.
So let it bluffer.
welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge, where the NBA's youngest, brightest stars take the stage.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
The Elites trail by 18. We've got Joel Embiid, Okafor out there with Russell. And it's McGee in at the point. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Freak kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Towns. To the paint, here's Macy. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Stars lead by 18.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Now the dish to Embiid. Ball's knocked loose. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Johnson dishes to Towns. And Embiid with the
Well, I'm in a rising star game right now.
Now here is McGee. Russell sets a screen for McGee.
I'm in all of that. Just not the dunk contest.
Russell with it. And it's Johnson
my
picking him
God
up.
did not.
And Embiid throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit.
Because you're
Wait a minute.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-handed.
Here's Freak. Another three for the Stars.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Pass to Embiid. Feeds it to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. It's tipped.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That's defense.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lets it go from deep. Cherry can't get it to go. Leads trail by 17.
Full ball tuna every 3 seconds.
Picked by Okafor. McGee the pass to Okafor. That's good. Okafor's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
You just want microwave, the badges, Jedi microwave, turning the lockdown, and then flashy passing. I'll be all good when once I get all that.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely. Here's Moutier, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Moutier's got 6 points.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Russell kicks to Embiid, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
He leads trail by 20. Picked by Okafor. Russell dishes to Okafor, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far.
Hot. That is stupid. I was about to get hot. I hate when it glitches like this, yo.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the Stars leading by 16. On the court right now for the Stars. Freak, he's in at point guard. Towns is out there with Macy. Then it's Johnson, and it's Cherry in at the 2 spot.
Got him.
And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from Freak. Freak's got 15 points in just the second half.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Jacks up a 3. No good. The elites go the other way with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
This man can't pass in real life.
Okafor sets the pick for Russell. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the